The turning point has arrived, a different direction, a new and unexpected road in automotive progress. It's the next generation of Chrysler minivans for 2002. Among others, there are more features and improved performance, with at the time a 17-year minivan heritage and over 8.5 million sold and more than 130 awards. Automotive Marketing Consultants Incorporated reported that the Chrysler Town and Country was the best minivan ever. While now considered basic standards amongst minivans and SUVs, 22 plus years ago, Chrysler introduced the never-before-seen features such as key fob operated power opening and closing liftgate, 3-zone climate controls for driver, passenger, and rear passenger environments, dual key fob operated power sliding doors with obstruction detection, and more. The fourth generation Chrysler minivans set on the RS platform and ran from the 2001 to 2007 model years. Starting fourth generation and on, they were built at the Windsor Assembly Plant in Windsor, Ontario, Canada. Ours was produced in June of 2002. Fun fact, from 1941 to 2016, when the Town and Country was retired, it was the second longest running nameplate in automotive history, second to the Suburban, running almost continuously for 75 years.
Hey everyone, in today's in-depth review we're taking a look at this blast from the past, and what we have here is a 2002 Chrysler Town and Country. This is in the top level LXI trim. It is painted in this bright silver metallic, and it does feature the taupe leather interior. This is a long wheelbase minivan here. They also offered a short wheelbase. It's also offered an all-wheel drive, but this van is actually front-wheel drive. And being that it is the top of the level trim, it has all the features you would expect. On screen is the full pricing, and the full options list is in the description box below.
While all-wheel drive was optional, our van is not equipped as such and is front-wheel drive with power coming from a 3.8-liter, 232 cubic inch V6 engine with 12 overhead valves and is of iron block and aluminum head construction with sequential multi-port electronic fuel injection and a 9.6 to 1 compression ratio. This engine creates 215 horsepower at 5,000 RPM and 245 pound-feet of torque at 4,000 RPM. The Town and Country can accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 9.7 seconds and features a gross vehicle weight rating of 5,600 pounds. In our trim, it has a maximum trailer towing rate of 6,600 pounds and a payload capacity of 1,350 pounds. The Town and Country comes equipped with a 20 US gallon fuel capacity and consumes 5.6 gallons per 100 miles driven, with an estimated total driving range of 360 miles. EPA fuel economy figures are 16 miles per gallon in the city, 22 miles per gallon on the highway, and a combined average of 18 miles per gallon. In the US, the lucky European market could have had a 5-speed manual. The only available transmission was an electronically controlled 4-speed 41TE Ultra Drive transaxle.
And today's review is going to be an in-depth review. We're going to cover everything from the exterior to the interior, powertrain, fuel economy, and everything in between. Alright, around the rear of the Town and Country, not much really here to show. It does have a power opening lift gate. We'll demonstrate that here in a bit. We do have a nice amount of greenhouse glass here. Deep tinted windows. These third row vent windows actually do pop open. Coming down to the tail lamps, all incandescent of course. You got your tail lights, brake and turn indicators, and your reverse lamps down here. Other than that, it's just a basic minivan. Now as we come along the profile of the van, you'll see its length here. The previous view is a little bit overshadowed by the bright intense sun, but on this side you can kind of get a better glimpse of it. It's actually held up well over time. Still looks nice even today.
Steering is hydraulically assisted vehicle, speed sensitive, variable rate, rack and pinion with 3.1 turns lock to lock and a 39.4 foot turning radius. Wheels are the 16 by 6.5 inch Scorpion style machined aluminum shot in 215/65R16 multi-mile Grand Tour LS all-season tires. Brakes are hydraulically assisted 4-wheel disc brakes assisted by 4-channel ABS. Low-speed traction control was available as an option on front-wheel drive models, however our vehicle is not equipped as such.
Being a 20-year-old Chrysler, I'm not really sure what is and is not wrong with this vehicle. All I can say is that from the inside there's no warning lamps lit. The engine sounds kind of buzzy, but you know. Alright, so up front, the Town and Country actually looks like a pretty nice vehicle. In 2002, it was offered as the Chrysler Voyager as well. It's a little bit lower spec. Slotted with the end of the Plymouth line. Here we have the fixed in place fold away side view mirrors. They do not open with the door. Coming down the steeply sloped hood, you have clear composite headlamps. Used to be clear at one time, and now they're kind of frosted over. But you have your parking lamps and turn indicators and halogen headlamps. Down here, or in the center, of course, you have your chrome ringed grille with the huge Chrysler wing emblem. And of course, down below, we've also got fog lamps. Alright, so before we get inside, first things first, let's take a look at the keys and the key fob. Just a standard Chrysler double-bladed key. And we do have Chrysler's old remote. It's a Daimler Chrysler unit. And all the buttons have worn off, but I'm pretty well sure I know what is what here. So we have lock here, unlock, and of course you have your power sliding door buttons here. So you got your left door and your right door. Power lift gate release here, and your panic button here. The vehicle is already unlocked, so let's go ahead and take a look inside. And as you can see inside, it's actually held up very well over time. It does have kind of a saggy headliner in some spots. It's got some bubbles, but overall it's really, really nice. Very nice and roomy. Very comfortable taupe leather bucket seats. Let's take a look at the door panels. As you can see here, this is what I was meaning, that the mirrors are fixed in place. They actually do not open with the doors. Nice quality materials here. It's hard plastic, but it does have kind of a soft feel to it. Padded little armrest here, door grab, molded in color door release, door locks, power windows, and your rear power vents. Stereo speakers here, illuminated entry, matte pockets, and some carpeting here. Over here on the instrument panel, we got our power mirror controls here, headlamp controls, the fog lamp controls, and our instrument panel brightness and dim. It is a leather wrap tilt steering wheel here. Down on the floorboard, we have our parking brake release, and what's left of the hood release is in this little string here. Parking brake here, and of course you just have the two pedals. And of course we've also got 8-way power driver seat. And this little lever here is actually your lumbar support. Speaking of the seats, let's take a look at them. As I stated before, they're actually very nice and very comfortable. They're very supportive. They do have individual folding armrests as well. You've also got high adjustable seat belts. The leather is showing some wear here, but that's a high wear spot. Overall, this van is actually showing pretty nice inside. Alright, now that we're inside, let's pan through the interior and show more details. Nice leather wrap 4-spoke steering wheel. Does have a nice seamless airbag cover. Has a Chrysler logo right here in the center. And over here we have our cruise control buttons. We have off and on and our set button here. And then over here we have our accelerate and resume, cancel and coast. And on the back we have steering wheel buttons. Look kind of like this. So this is your volume up and down, program type. And over here is your seek and scan and stuff like that. One single multifunction lever here is your wiper control. Got your turn signal indicator here, your high beams and flash to pass, all that kind of stuff. And taking a look at the instrument cluster, it is a very nice looking gauge cluster. Very classic Chrysler. Has an Art Deco look to it, and we have our fuel gauge over here, speedometer with a digital odometer. It's reading 151,095 miles, 7,000 RPM tach with the Prindle there, and of course we have our coolant temperature display. These are all actually backlit in a electroluminescent green color with the red pointers. Looks really, really nice. And up here is just a series of external warning lamps. So we have our turn indicators, high beam, and I believe the battery and oil pressure and washer fluid are all over there, and the turn indicator. All right, and taking a look over the top of the dash, as you can see, it's in pretty good shape. It doesn't have any like splits or cracks or anything like that. Seamless passenger side airbag cover. It looks really, really nice. And here in the middle, we have 3 air vents. The outboard style or vents are positional, and this center one is actually fixed in place and has the temperature and humidity sensor here. 2-stage heated seats for the front passengers, rear washer control, rear wiper control, 4-way flasher, and of course the passenger side heated seat controller. And down here we do have the AM/FM stereo CD and cassette player. Does have your bass and treble here. And then down here we actually have tri-zone climate control. So we have our fan speed control here, driver temperature display, passenger temperature, and you can also do your rear control. You can set their control there, or you can do off, auto, turn their system off, and give them rear control. Air conditioner, recirculate, rear defroster, auto, you can have high or low levels of auto. And down here is just a little storage area. Power points here. This section here folds out to reveal some cup holders. Doesn't actually go all the way back in though. And this large console here opens up to reveal some CD storage here. And coming down the center, we have the removable center console. It does have a mobile device storage unit here, and does have a power point in there where you can put your cord, which is really handy. It is locking as well. This opens up to reveal a small amount of storage here. It is also illuminated. Overall, the interior of this van is actually still pretty nice. Looks really, really nice today. Taking a look overhead, we do have a manually dimming rearview mirror. We do have the overhead trip computer here. It has a compass and temperature readout. And you can also hit this button here, and it goes through all of your economy. There's a bunch of different information there. And you hit compass and time, or compass and temperature, to reveal that display. US metric and reset, 3-channel HomeLink universal garage door opener. You can turn on and off your power sliding features, power sliding doors, and your opening hatch. And we've also got nice padded sun visors. And they do have adjustable lighting. And they do swing out. They don't slide, but they do have a small slide out extension. And as stated before, high adjustable seat belts, A-pillar grab handles, and of course we've also got our glove box. Alright, let's take a look at the rear compartment now. Try to open the sliding door with the key fob here. There we go. Power sliding door is a really nice feature. Now this does have 3 rows of seats, so let's take a look at the 3rd row seat first. So it does tip forward to allow easy entry to the 3rd row, which seats 3 across in a 50-50 split folding seat style. Go ahead and hop in and we'll show some features back here. So as you can see back here, we do have some cup holders. We've also got covered storage in the armrest. Rear vent windows back here. High adjustable seat belt or head restraints back here in the 3rd row. Also in the 3rd row, we've also got their own individual positional air vents in the headliner. Speakers back here. More storage. More cup holders and a small amount of storage here. And we've also got a power point in the door panel here in the B pillar. And of course the middle row also has its own high adjustable seat belt as well. All right, now let's take a look at the middle row. All right, so we have the quad captain chairs here. This is before 2005, so there's no stow and go. These have the easy out roller seats. They're just like the front seats. They're nice leather, high-adjustable head restraints, fold-down center armrest on both sides. Really nice to have. They can also scoot forward and back, and they can also have seat back recline. And you've also got these really nice handy pop-out cup holders. Passenger grab handles here. No storage mat pocket on the left-hand side, but on the right-hand side, you do have a storage pocket. All right, and taking a look overhead, we do have illumination, grab handles, coat hook, air vents, and we've also got our rear passenger climate controls. Set our fan speed there, set our temperature here, and set our panel distribution here. Even have an auto mode here, and the temperature sensors right here. Really nice feature. And to close the door, just simply press this button right here. Alright, of course, there are several ways to open the rear liftgate. Up in the overhead console here, you can actually press this button here. That'll open up that rear liftgate. In addition, just underneath the Chrysler badge here, there's a little membrane switch. You can actually hit that button there, and that'll open it up. Or you can just press the key fob button. Alright. Basically, the mechanism that opens it is this really large piece of plate steel and the small little support bar, and that actually locks in place and pushes it up. But here we go, we have our storage area here. And as stated before, this is before the stow and go, so we have the easy out roller seats, and they're pretty complicated to take out, and I'm not going to do that in this video. However, they also do fold flat. You've also got these really nice handy storage clips here for like grocery bags and stuff like that. These handles here, and of course your instructions are right here. Just following the directions of the levers here. They are pretty cumbersome. They're about 40 pounds to take out. Over here you have your jack stowage. And this is just where your roadside emergency kits are and stuff like that. Pretty cool. To close the lift gate, you could just press that button again. Warning alarm sounds, and the lift gate closes. Alrighty, and that does conclude our in-depth walk-around look at the 2002 Chrysler Town and Country LXi. We hope you found the video informative, and if you did, please comment down below. Also, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Check out our Facebook page at facebook.com/neighborhoodcarreviews and our Instagram channel at BrensoJ1. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.